I was feeling bad. Knew right away exactly what I had. Got the mean old low down, walking blues again. I knew right away what was spinning round in my head. Woke this morning, felt round for my shoes. Knew right away I had the mean old walking blues. Yeah, they sure are hard to lose. I knew right away I had the mean walking blues again. Yeah, I did. Some folks, they say walking blues ain't bad. Don't listen to 'em, brother. They're the damn worst that I've ever had. Ooh, worst I've ever had. Well, those folks, they say walking blues ain't so bad. Well, I bet you never had 'em once, they just don't know how bad. Ooh, yeah. Well, how you doing, everybody? Thanks for tuning this in. If you're tuning this in, it's a beautiful Monday night here in Nashville, and I'm so happy to do this. Been stoked on preparing these little live streams and having a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you guys enjoy checking it out. And tonight, I'm going to do some more mellow stuff. Hadn't planned to do that walking blues, but it sounded pretty good on the mics, and so we just went with that. But I got a couple songs, a little more mellow tonight. Just kind of feeling like digging out some older stuff. And a friend of mine asked me to do the Phoenix, and so I was thinking about that, and that was kind of a cool road to go down because Phoenix, you know, those of you guys that aren't familiar with this boat, back in my homeland of Avalon, California, it's kind of this legendary boat that a lot of us guys and gals worked on. Renzo Sampson, Pat Loftus, Angie Kiedis, you got a whole bunch of people, Gil and Renzo and Kevin Schmitty and everybody. And I posted a picture today of me and Aaron Cushing on this boat working. Anyway, it was we were red belts on this thing. So if you guys want to see that picture, check it out on the Facebook. Red belts and epaulets and the whole thing. So we're gonna do the Phoenix tonight. And shout out to my son Justice. Right off the top here, it's Justice's birthday, and so I'm not gonna hit him too hard, but I'm gonna do a song for Justice because you know how it is. Of course I will. He's 23 today, so say hi to him if you want to on the socials. He's a great guy and living out in California, doing his thing. But the song's called "When You Were Small." And just kind of a cool song about kids and how they tend to teach you a lot more than you could ever teach them. Another song called "Don't Listen." We're going to do that. And I was going to talk about the Phoenix era. So that's where kind of these songs came from. Is a time in my life. I actually wrote the Phoenix when I was traveling around another continent. other side of the world, and I took some time off from this. There's the Phoenix right there. And I took some time off and went on a trip, and a bunch of songs came out of that. So I think I should go ahead and play it. Last week I was a little bit chatty, and I did watch the playback. That's the first one I watched back, and yeah, shut up and play. Shut up and play, man. I want to dedicate this to Marshall Brown. Get your ass up to the capstan, man. Don't you know the ship's been lost at sea all year, stolen away by the money man. They took this love of ours right from our hands. So they say, won't you hear 'em say, long live the Phoenix, live this good ship, Phoenix. So they say, won't you say it all again? Well, you can put me on anything that you'd like me to steer. While I'm there, I will remember just one thing: long turn her driving wheels. So they say, won't you hear 'em say? Won't you hear 'em say, long live the Phoenix, long turn her driving wheels, long live this good ship, Phoenix. So they say, so they say, won't you hear 'em say it all again? Well, there it is. That's a song written in 1995 right there. And I hadn't thought about that till I wrote it out, writing everything out. These streams are helping me do that, so I'm making a bunch of lyric sheets, and I had to put the date at the top with a little copyright symbol, and it says 95 on it. So it's like, wow, that's a long time ago. It's a real long time ago. But I've enjoyed playing that song all through the years. It's been one of my favorites to do. So many people are attached to that boat, and such good memories on there, and everything that it taught me working on there. And a lot of people, you got to get up in front of a bunch of people and tell them about the fish, and of course it all led to a lot of people working in the industry on other commercial boat endeavors later. So always had a trade, always had something to do. Well, another song that came out of that time was a song called Nothing Like You. And when I went over to Asia, I was 21, and I met my son's mom the night before I left to go on that trip. And you meet this really cool person. I think a lot of people can relate to it. It's a human story. You meet somebody you like, and then you go away and you think about them, and you wonder, maybe they'll be around when you get back. And so there's a few songs that came out of that, but I reached a point in my travels after about 3 or 4 months down the line. I was pretty much out of money and living pretty close to the earth, and that's where this song came from. And this is about thinking about her. And the story's real about the girl, and it was fun and joking, just so you know, politically correct. The girl in the cafe in this song, it's all in fun, and that really happened, and we had a good laugh over it at the time. I was down on the street today. I was down in some cafe, watching the carts and people and cows walk by me the other way. Europeans and Germans and the white man, we all look the same here. You, though, would stick out in this lonely crowd. Oh, so well I can tell. And all that you dreamed of here, beg, borrow, and steal, and all that you wanted, it's harder than it seems. It's so unreal. It's so hard to feel. Well, I was down out on the plains when I saw a lady, and although she looked nothing like you, I had to ask her for her name. I'm lonely, how about you? I said to her, and she smiled, what the hell are you doing here, putting yourself through so much pain? It's driving me insane. And all that you thought was real, and everything you dreamed, and all that you wanted, it's coming apart at the seams. It's for real today. It's hard to feel. It's hard to steal. This time is on our time. I was down on the street today. I was down in some cafe, watching the carts and the people and cows walk by me the other way. All right, that's Nothing Like You, and another super old song that's 26 years old or whatever. It came from that same moment in time, sitting in another place way away, and you know the story, tragic young man's story, far from home and down on your luck. You have some interesting adventures, sure do. I remember playing on the street, basking, and people, I don't know, maybe in India these days it's more English speaking, but at that time it wasn't so much. And the older folks, they chew like a betel nut, if you're familiar with that. It's a root, and it stains the walls of the buildings on the edges, so that everybody spits the betel nut juice, and it runs down your mouth, and it makes the bottom of your chin, the people all over, so it's stained from it. And people would just walk by, and you're playing, and maybe you're just like some guy, I don't know where he came from. They just a couple times, you just get like the betel nut juice is like on your foot or something. You're wearing sandals, like, oh man, come on. I just toss me a couple of rupees, which is like a quarter of a U.S. penny. We can do that, right? It's like 30 rupees to the dollar, and didn't make a lot of money, but you can make enough to survive. Well, let's switch out the fiddles here. Gonna do a song called "Don't Listen to Them," and it's a kind of song, I don't know. It's hot in the studio tonight. Sorry about that. I'm kind of sweating here, I think, but don't listen. I don't know. Maybe the time that I wrote it, it was sort of a pseudo message to a future child that I didn't have yet, and or a message to yourself, probably more likely, kind of a review of the time, whatever you're thinking about. And I write like that sometimes, where it's not about anybody, maybe in the first person or not or whatever, but man, it's just a song and it's just an experience, and but this maybe had a little more pointed of a message called "Don't Listen." Don't listen to them when they tell you to walk in a straight line and bow at their heels. If your mind is asking you questions, better run for the wise man and see what you find. You better run, run, run and see what you find. But your wise man, he might be an aeroplane or a ship that'll take you away from your shores. So you best be prepared for the answers you find. The road you chose, where it ends, you don't know. You better run, run, run. See what you find. You better run, run, run to see what you find. So don't listen to them when they tell you to walk in a straight line, bow at their heels. If your mind is asking you questions about time, run for the wise man, see what you find. little fancy ending on that. Don't listen to them. It's just called Don't Listen, and I don't think it's on anything anywhere that I've ever put out. Nothing Like You may or may not be on my SoundCloud, but that one's nowhere till now. So right now, it's going out there with you guys. So there's a whole bunch of those, and that's what's fun about this for me is I get to dig in stuff and then end up writing it down. A couple days ago, that was about 5 pieces of paper, so it's a good exercise. Now it's just song 1. So I got almost to the end of my little set here. I was going to maybe do a song for Justice. It's kind of a short one, just a little thing called When You're Small. When you're small, do you wonder what it's like to be tall? Outside in the daylight, but still dreaming all the while. And it's about, I was just watching him when he was a toddler, and we spent a lot of time together. And yeah, just a lot of time. And I had a dog at the time, Smoko Dog. Shout out to Smoko. Smoko got bit by a rattlesnake on a hike. Didn't make it. But this song about kids, it's kind of self-explanatory, and it's kind of short, so I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down, and hope you like it. Happy birthday, son. When you were small, did you wonder what it would be like to be tall? Outside in the daylight, you're still dreaming all the while. Sunny days come to you, they'll be rising up like a hot air balloon, racing and flying and moving on past. You'll often wonder why they go so fast. Every day is one more chance to run further, jump higher, and reach the next branch. And I know that someday trouble will come your way. Just say, hey, it's life, and I know it's just life only. So get up and get on your way. Get on your way. So when you were small, did you wonder what it would be like to be tall? Outside in the daylight, but still dreaming all the while. I remember we were in Omaha, Nebraska. We wrote that song out there, visiting my son's great grandma, my grandma, my Apache grandmother on my dad's side of the family. She was her mother was on a reservation in Texas when she was a little girl, and it was one of those super messed up stories, super messed up family story. There was this preacher guy. He was his name was Thurman, and the preacher guy comes to the Apache Indian reservation, and the church, and he's there to save the people, and whatever end of the last century, late 1800s, and he ends up marrying my grandmother's mother, who was full Apache, and then they had her and her sister and her brother, and so my grandma was never proud of her heritage, because in those days, how that would have been, not being one or the other or whatever. I guess she had a really hard time, and boy, I enjoyed visiting her and hearing some of her stories. And she got into her heritage at the end of her life, and has some really great art from that Thurman guy. Some of his paintings still exist. He painted scenes and everything. Pretty cool. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that set right there, and having a good night and everything like that. And next week I'm going to move up the time of this little live stream a little bit. I think I'm going to play some songs for you guys 2 hours earlier because I'm getting a new assignment out here, new little day job assignment, and starting next Monday. And I need to wrap it up a little earlier in the night because I'm going to be waking up at about 6 o'clock every morning. Indefinitely. So I appreciate you guys listening, and thanks for tuning in again. And thanks for supporting this, you guys. Appreciate it.